is, after all, a Saturday. Oh, that's so fun. That's so awesome, right? Saturdays are awesome. So I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Uh, Honestly, for me, it's F past 12. It's basically the afternoon. So I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Now, I'm still sick. Yes, I'm still sick. If you don't know, for the past 3 days, my throat was paining, and then I started coughing a bit. Now I'm just coughing. My throat is not paining. But I also have sneezes. I'm sneezing a lot. I'm also having ear pains. I hope it goes away. I don't want to go to doctors, okay? I don't want to go doctors. The last thing I read right now is to be lectured about the vaccine, okay? Because they'll always bring that up, and I don't want that to. Okay. I don't know if this is even on. Well, I guess it's on. Taking forever to load. But while it loads, uh, I just want to say, hey, I hope I get better. I really hope I get better. Now, I have cables all over. Okay, let's read this. Okay, we have a lot of headlines. Okay, we have a brand new article from today. Activision Blizzard, it with wrongful death by family of female employee who allegedly committed suicide response to sexual harassment. Now, if you know, I have not been following the entire Blizzard thing, but basically, they've been hit with a lot of lawsuits, a lot of stuff, a lot of sexual misconducts and stuff like that. And as what happened, someone committed suicide. One of the workers committed suicide. Uh, it's sad. It really is sad. You know, Blizzard will talk about how well what did they do. I know Blizzard did do a lot of virtue signaling. You know, uh, but all of a sudden they have stuff like this happening in the background. It's really insane. They can lecture you about XYZ, but behind the scenes, they are doing some dirty things, you know? Rumor, new infamous and Sly Cooper games in development. Okay. Asian actor Mike Mo Moore, sorry if I'm mispronouncing, on replacing white VA Jason Lebrecht as Lo Wang in Shadow Warrior 3. I understand you cannot please anyone. I don't know what that's about. Jesse Smollett goes to jail, but his racism continues to do damage. I remember when this happened, when all that fake news, well, the fake hate crime, basically. I remember. I'm sure many of you remember that. I'm sure many of you remember Juicy's fake hate crime, you know? And the way the media came, the way all these blue check marks, these people, all of them just started attacking, Orange Man and his supporters, and then all of a sudden it turns out it was fake. It was literally fake, and all those people who were supporting him and stuff, all of them are quiet. All of them are quiet. Disney CEO Bob Chapek fully aligns with company with Alphabet agenda, declares he'll be an outspoken champion. Then why you still have movies in China and all the other uh, countries that treat gay people badly? Okay, YouTube removes full Send podcast episode with Orange Man after it reaches 5 million views in 24 hours. J.K. Rowling stands her ground as transgender activists attack her opinion that biological men self-identifying as women are dangerous. A lot of articles for today. Holy moly. Uh, okay. I didn't even click anything. I did not even click anything. Okay, I did not click anything. Holy crap, it just moved on its own. But as you can see, we have so much of articles to catch up on. I'm sorry about my voice, never warm it up. Um, okay. WWE pulls its network and WrestleMania from Russia over invasion of Ukraine. I want to rant about this. Personally, I'm not a big WWE fan. If you like it, that's totally fine. But I want to point out about the entire issue that people are pulling out from Russia. You know, all these companies. First, I want to say a couple of things. Number one, um, when China and all these other Middle Eastern countries are treating people badly, they are silent. They are completely silent. Disney want to talk about inclusion. They literally filmed. I'll repeat myself over and over. They repeat. I sorry, I keep mixing up my words. They filmed near a active concentration camp. Okay, and they did not even care about that. I want to point out the fact that the reason why people are pulling out over Russia, the reason why people are pulling out over this Russia thing, can I tell you why? Can I tell you why? It's because of social media. That's why. That's why. Why do you think all these social media companies supported BLM? Why? Because, well, because of social media, you know? Why did all these companies support BLM? Because of social media, you know? Because it was trending. It was a hip, trendy thing to put a black picture on your profile, you know? And it was also hip now to put a Ukraine flag by your name to say you support them, you know? It's kind of crazy. The same people who hate nationalists, the same people who get angry at nationalists, if you dare love your country, they hate you. But all of a sudden, these people are going to be quickly putting Ukrainian flags everywhere, you know? They call nationalists alt-right people. They call nationalists evil people. And now, all of a sudden, they are full support of nationalism. Just want to point out how crazy and ridiculous things have gotten, okay? The same people who will call you alt-right if you are a nationalist of your country, if you love your country proud. But when it comes to Ukraine, they're totally fine with being nationalists to Ukraine. And secondly, I want to point out that this is not going to change Putin's mind. Do you think? Oh my gosh, guys! Oh guys, look what happened. They pulled out WWE. Okay, it's over. It's over. It's over, guys. It's over. Putin's gonna end the war now. You think he's gonna do that? You think he's just gonna snap his fingers and end the war? You be crazy. You gotta be crazy. He's gonna continue with this invasion. Pulling out doesn't make matter. It's affecting his people, not him. He wants Ukraine. Do you understand that? Do people understand that? Oh my goody two shoes. And there are people out there, you know, as I said before, totally fine with this. This is affecting the people, the poor people of Russia. Okay? I've never seen such ignorance from people when it comes to social media stuff, you know? Oh, everyone's putting a BLM hashtag by their name. Then companies did it trend. These companies don't give a shit about Ukrainian people suffering. They don't give a shit. They're just doing it to please the Twitter mob. I say this, see on Twitter, trending 24/7, Ukraine, Ukraine, Ukraine. Bunch of these progressives keep talking about this. If they did the same thing about China, if the progressives also spoke as much as they're speaking now about Ukraine, if they spoke as much, with China, for a fact these companies have been pulling out long ago. Okay, they're just doing it for fucking Twitter likes. I don't think they even care, to be fair. So what you're telling me is that all those three people who are watching uber unpopular content in Russia will have to resort to pirating now? Imagine if all these corporations pull their products and services from Mexico until the invasion of drug and human trafficking until they stop the invasions of drug and human trafficking across the US border. Not gonna happen. Why is Russia getting all the good breaks? Yeah, that's one of the craziest things too. Disney is pulling out, all these other major woke companies are pulling out. It's like, dang, why can't you pull out of every single country in the world as well? Because no one needs your lecturing BS. You know that, right? I don't need Disney to lecture me about XYZ. So when I see Russia, all these companies leaving Russia, like some of these entertainment companies, when it comes to like gaming and stuff, I feel sad. But when it comes to shows, movies and stuff like that, do you think people really care? Do you think people really want to watch their woke movies, their next LGBT movie? No, they don't. They don't. Okay, they are the lucky ones, in fact, for missing out on all the entertainment, you know? But I still feel like, all these people pulling out are just doing it for the sake of social media, okay? They don't care about it. They're doing it because it's trending. That's it. They don't care about China. They don't care about what's happening in the Middle East. They'll put their content there and even censor it if they have to please those people. Blizzard reveals announcement date for next World of Warcraft. I'm surprised they're even making more games after that lawsuit. But didn't Xbox buy them? Evangelion and Dragon Ball Super's dub actor Damon Mills, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing, but I can't pronounce a lot of names anyways, regardless, accused of molesting a 15-year-old boy. Now, I want to point out that this guy voices Frieza. Yeah, he voices Frieza. Now, I never got into Dragon Ball Super because it's just about power, power, and power, you know? Funimation voice actor Damon Mills, perhaps known for his roles as, okay, I can't pronounce, in Neon Genesis Evangelion Bold film series, and as the second actor to play Dragon Ball Super's Frieza. Okay. The accusation against was first brought to light when the alleged victim published a lengthy statement in October 2021. Okay, the Google document that began with an outright declaration that Damon Mills molested me. This happened between 2012 and 2015, explained the accuser. I was never 18 during any of this. I was a 15-year-old boy, a minor. Damon, a 19-year-old adult. Damon met me over Facebook. Due to our similar interests, we became friends. It was very early on that he admitted he had feelings for me. Okay, I tried to be as nice as possible, while also stating I did not feel the same, but did not want to affect our friendship, Um, it is crazy, how this happened. Now, I want to read the comments. I want to see what people are saying. Now, if many of you remember a couple years ago, back in 2019, early 2019, very early 2019, we had a lot of people against a man named Vic Mignogna, a voice actor who also worked at Funimation. Basically, Vic Mignogna was very popular for Full Metal Alchemist and some other stuff like Broly, but people used fake images and stuff like that to attack him. It was really messed up. It was a really messed up time because there was so much of fake accusations against Vic Mignogna, you know. Uh, I remember this very clearly. I remember this was back in 2019. And even people working at Funimation backstabbed Vic. They all they all attacked him, spread lies about him and stuff like that. Okay. Subtitles for the win. I don't believe the Me Too accusations, but I'll hold this Funimation twat to his own standards and consider him a predator who should lose his job like Vic did. Okay. Life comes at you fast. Kick Damon. You remember people would say hashtag kick Vic. Remember that? Remember that? They spread lies about that voice actor, the things that they said about him. I remember that. I remember that so well. The lies they said about him. It was so sad. It sounds a lot more believable than the accusations towards Vic. I'm sure the Kick Vic crowd will go after him and try to ruin his life, right? That would require moral consistency from them, and opposed to moral relativism they subscribe to. This is kind of annoying because you know for a fact that people who treated Vic very terribly. Uh, oh, this guy over here. Wait, did he speak about? Wait, did he speak about Vic? Oh yeah, yeah we go. Unironic, no, not unironically. My bad, I can't read. Ironically, though he was quick to deny the accusations against himself, Mills was one of the first Western anime industry voice actors to speak out in support of the sexual misconduct allegations leveled against former Dragon Ball series Broly voice actor Vic Mignogna in February 2019. Remember, as I said, plenty of voice actors as well and actresses all lumped over Vic. They all attacked him, you know, and over fake accusations. By the way, these were all fake accusations against Vic Mignogna, and they all attacked him. It was so sad because people who worked with Vic were now calling him a bad person, and those people knew him. So for some reason, for them to call him a bad person, it's crazy. Read his tweets. Many voices have been echoing a pressing issue, and this needs a strong, united front. I believe survivors. It takes a tremendous level of courage to speak openly about sexual assault and trauma. Please support the victims. Don't dismiss their stories. There's truth to be heard. This dude literally said it in 2019. Okay, he was totally fine with lying about Vic Mignogna, and now he denies the accusations. But Mills, you told me to believe in you just told us, yeah, to believe in to basically believe in the victims, so people are gonna believe in the victims, you know. It's not nice, is it, when you have allegations against you, is it? Is it the way these people treated, you know, uh look at this. Monica Ryle, Damon Mills, and other Dragon Ball voice actors cancel appearances at KamehaCon after Vic Mignogna is reinvited. Basically, Vic Mignogna was reinvited, and these guys just was like, okay, I don't want to be there now. You know, they lied about Vic Mignogna, and now when there's an accusation against this guy, all of a sudden it's like, oh no, he wants to deny it. Oh, okay, but whatever happened to, as you said, trusting the victims? Once again, everyone should be, you know, everyone should be treated properly, innocent before guilty. But the way these people over here, this guy over here, and many other voice actors and actresses, and plenty of Twitter users, the way they attacked Vic over fake accusations, that was so heartbreaking. It was so heartbreaking, you know. I remember defending Vic. I remember going on Twitter defending Vic. I even got ratioed for defending Vic. Okay? Okay? Just remember that as well. Okay? Like, you couldn't defend Vic. But then there were certain YouTubers like Yellow Flash and that Umbrella guy. That's how I found out about them. They were defending Vic Mignogna. And I'm glad they did that. Because, honestly, who would have defended him, you know? And those YouTubers who defended Vic Mignogna, those YouTubers were getting doxxed. Those YouTubers were getting threats, you know? It's so sad. It's so sad that they treated Vic this way. I feel so sad, honestly. Now, once again, I'm sorry if I sound like a wet blanket. You know, I am sick. But anyways, now, here's the thing. It is crazy when this happens to them, and all of a sudden, you know, they quiet. They quiet. I'm just saying, the amount of lies they pushed over Vic, it was very sad. And now look at this. Look what's happening over here. He has been called out. He's been accused. What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do now? Is the Kick Vic crowd gonna treat him the same way? Don't know. Equality for them doesn't matter. They don't care about equality. Okay. Don't want to read that. Red Sonja. I don't know how to pronounce it. You know, I had my chips packet open the entire time. I did not eat it. It's salt vinegar flavor. Yeah, salt and vinegar. Very good. I love it. I have not had salt and vinegar in ages. The problem with salt and vinegar, or just vinegar, is that it can give you migraines. Well, to be fair, I don't remember having migraines after eating vinegar flavored chips, but still, you never know. According to a new report, Millennium Pictures' upcoming Red Sonja film has not only lost its lead actress, Ant-Man and the Wasp star Anna John Kamen, but also the project's second director, Joey Soloway. Basically, this character over here, this chick over here, is supposed to play this chick over here. Now, I wanna point out something. You know, she has red hair. You know, she looks very sexy, very very beautiful. You know, uh, okay. Hey, I'm just saying, another redhead was erased from history. Well, not history. Well, fiction. Oh yeah. Pass her a chance to don arguably the most famous chainmail bikini in fiction. Yeah, I don't think modern day Hollywood is going to go with the bikini. They would that would be over sexualizing a woman, and we all know that can't be sexy. That's patriarchy talk. You big silly bigot. Yeah, Hollywood will never allow that. Uh, okay. Seinfeld's 10 most politically incorrect episode ranked. Okay, I never watched Seinfeld about it. I've seen clips about it. I don't know. J.K. Rowling stands up for herself. I like it. I like it. I was reading this article last night and I was thinking I must talk about this. When it comes to the J.K. Rowling stuff, a lot of people attack and look, I disagree with her on many issues, but there's one issue I do agree with her on, you know? A lot of people are calling her evil and anti-trans. It's so sad. It is really sad, you know? And she points out that you know, she also points out that some people don't even know what a woman is, biological woman is. I feel bad for her. She wrote such an amazing book. I never read the book. Never read her books. Um, not going to, but you know, you feel bad for her. You know the way she's treated. But the same people who once licked her hands, discussing how protecting children and vulnerable women is no longer a concern of Western society. Government won't do that, then we have to. When the police are told not to care, only the option is to police ourselves. She is such a toxic woman, but I agree with her on some of this. I don't care if someone wants to live another gender than they were born in. It doesn't change biology. Can't understand why people who write sloppy books, such as this woman, Stephen King, etc., all insist of issuing their views on any subject matters. Okay, uh, feminists against transgenders. Here you go, feminists. Karma from the 1990s, and before for all the male bashing, back at you. Yeah, they went full circle now. Have you noticed it? We went full circle. She encouraged this nonsense in the first place. Oh, the irony. They fight so hard to be able to identify as whatever gender they want, not realizing doing so makes their gender identity irrelevant. You know, here's the thing. This is the only thing I agree with her. Plenty of things I disagree with her on. She's become a symbol of fear for many people, you know? Mm. Wow, it does not taste so good because I just brushed my teeth. Oh my goodness. I need some water. Oh, that does not taste so good. Okay, we just skimmed through that article. But I really, really uh, feel bad for her when it comes to stuff like this because she's taken out of context. They don't understand what they're talking about. YouTube removes full send podcast episode with Orange Man. I was I was wondering why that popped up on my TV recommendations, but I could have watched it. I could have watched it before it got out. I mean, before it got taken down. I could have watched it. It had like 3 million views when I saw it. When I saw it on my recommendations. Basically, the Nelk, the internet prank group Nelk Full Send podcast feature the former president after the episode pulled 5 million views. Okay, it's gone. It talks about World War III, talks about Putin and Joe Rogan. That's a mouthful. I think my Instagram just got hacked or shut down. Dang. Like, it's been awesome to see Orange Man talk because just remember, his Twitter is gone. I know his Twitter was just there to make people upset, but like not hearing him for a couple of times, it's like, okay, you do worry what's going on. Okay. Great interview. Everybody should listen. I can't listen. It's gone. Western media. Russia is engaged in the return of the Stalinist Hitler. Also, Western media uses Stalinist methods to control the information space. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like many of them are hypocrites. They are hypocrites and totally fine with it. Oh, Russia is doing bad things. Also, them censor stuff. Okay. It's sad. It really is sad. The dude is not even in office and they're still scared of him. You know why? Because he's very influential. He knows the truth. This man knows the truth. He went there. He knows the truth. He knows the truth of what's happening out here, And they don't want him to speak about anything, Remember when people said, what was it, ivermectin? The way they try to cover it up. Ivermectin was allowed in my country before the entire controversy came out. People like to just change it because it don't fit their way, but also because it's not doing them anything, I mean, it is, well, it's not doing anything, but they just want control, I need some water. I kept mixing my words up. So, as I said, uh, it's crazy, when Orange Man said, something about the masks. People were like, "Oh my gosh, you are hateful. You are racist. How dare you? How dare you not wear a mask?" These same people are now not wearing masks, saying masks are pointless. We knew this 2 years ago. We knew this during the early stages of the pandemic. We knew this. But what did these people say? Oh, shut the hell up and wear your stupid mask. It's not that hard, they kept saying. And now, these same people who told us that are taking over the mask restrictions. We still have COVID, okay? Oh my goody two shoes. It sucks so bad that these people always do crazy things. Honestly, honestly, when it came to the masks, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, wear it, wear it. Recently, one of them said, the masks are not useful, and they're still giving children masks, and they're still telling us to wear this mask. When it comes to the vaccine, people first said it's not going to be forced upon you. You will have a choice. Those same people turned around 5 seconds later and said you must take the vaccine or else you'll be limited to different things. In Australia, people are being pulled over in camps because they do not take the vaccine. And people are crying over Ukraine. I'm not saying you should not. I'm just saying, where were those people who were crying about Ukraine? Where were them when Canadians were being stumbled over by horses? Where were them when people were being locked up in literal camps in Australia? Where were they? Where were they? Of course, they were just saying shut the hell up and just listen to mommy, listen to Big Daddy government. Okay, those same people are now pro nationalism. All of a sudden, they want you to forget about the virus. They want you to forget about the bad things they've done for the past few weeks. Just a couple of weeks ago, before the Ukrainian stuff, Canada was having issues. Okay, I'm just pointing it out. I'm just pointing it out how crazy these people are, you know. And all of a sudden now, people are focusing on Russia. Do not forget what's happening in your own country, you know, because just remember they could do some serious things while you're not looking. Okay, Juicy got arrested. It's not big news, to be fair. Not big news. I'm not really interested. I mean, I've been seeing that for years now. Okay, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that it's actually happening. But hey, whatever. The amount of lies the government said to us. Now it tries to take us to war. They want us to go to war. America, I don't think y'all should go to war. I don't want y'all to start World War III. That will be painful for us. Okay? We don't need to. Y'all don't need to spread democracy across the world. NATO is pointless. United Nations is pointless. WHO is pointless. All of these places are pointless. They're just big communities trying to control you. A couple of years ago, I never mentioned this. But back in 2019, I was working on Flowers of the Beauty, and as I was working on that, this is the craziest thing. As I was working on that, I had a separate organization. Well, not an organization, uh, a empire. This empire basically is one of the powerful rulers of everything on this planet. And obviously, they have this rating system where they rate different kingdoms, and everyone gets the rating form. And obviously, they can meddle with that. They rate you. They say they rate you based on stats, but obviously they can change that. And then once they rate a certain kingdom or village, like a low rating, if they have a low rating, that means uh people can have a war with them. Basically, I was writing about elitists before it was cool, okay? Before it was cool. Uh, Even though my work was never inspired from real world issues, I'm just pointing it out, Kind of crazy. I wrote about this elitist empire, and all of a sudden we are being controlled by an elitist empire. I know my mumbling does not mean that much. Hey, I'm sick. I can't pronounce all the words. correctly. Okay, so what was even this about? Uh, Sorry for going so political. What was this even about? Okay. Actor Mike Moore has admitted that he can't please everyone after facing backlash for being cast as a new voice actor for Lo Wang in developer Digital Shadow Warrior 3. In the original title, Lo Wang had a heavy English accent, considered of an offensive stereotype of Asians living in the West. Okay, and made many surface level references to Asian culture. Uh, okay. Mm. Uh, I don't even know what this is even about. Some game. Okay, that's it. Uh, wow. Um, I'm so hungry. Okay. Remember when they took out Apu because it offended one man? Another case of get woke, go broke. Now, voice actors, you don't need to have that race to play the same role, you know, because that's very crazy. Mm. Okay, let's read this. Activision Blizzard. Okay. Okay, I don't know. It's too much of a touchy subject. I'm sorry. I can't read it. I just can't. I would love to read the comments, but I don't want to read that. I don't think I should. It's a very touchy subject, you know. I don't know what I can read about that maybe some other time. Okay, let's read this instead. I'm sorry. You know, suicide and stuff, it's very hard to talk about. It's a very difficult thing to talk about. It is a very sad thing too, you know. Um, it's sad. So I just don't want to talk about it, you know. Okay, poor quality. Wow. I love how the chips is so crunchy. Normally I always eat stale chips. Okay, come on, come on. Won't complain if true. Just keep it woke free. That won't happen, I guarantee you. Now, basically, another game is, well, I guess a remake. I don't know. Maybe a reimagining. I don't know. Uh, Infamous and Sly Cooper, two series of Ghost of Tsushima developer Sucker Punch Productions, are rumored to have new games in development. Okay, so basically, games are returning. Okay. Another Infamous. Are we talking about the same Infamous, like Infamous Second Son or something like that? Uh, okay. Anyways, I'm just saying, wow. You can never be free from woke stuff. Woke stuff will always creep in, no matter how much you hate it. Okay, you can hate it how much you want to. Doesn't matter. It's gonna creep in, and it's very sad. Let's read this. We have time for this. Now, I don't want to rant too much about politics. I'm so tired. Let's just read the comments. We all know that uh, the dude is now keeps switching sides all of a sudden. That's the thing. Don't talk about politics. You are a head of a entertainment company. You want both sides of people to watch, right? How about this? Don't go political, neither left or right. Just make entertainment. Simple as that. Simple as that. Okay. I'm very tired. I want to end this live stream early, but hey, it's a Saturday. Saturday. Okay. JPEG remains a soccer ball activist to activist employees. Exactly. Just don't talk about politics, you know? They literally admitting to everyone their intention to out brainwash children. This is what the guillotines are for. If Disney goes broke and was acquired by Tencent, basically a Chinese media mega corporation, everybody would become straight, but the bad guys are Jar Jar Binks. The message they are sending is, you can come with a rainbow flag, but if you go to church on a Sunday, then you aren't welcome. We don't spend our money to suffer anymore. Operation Mockingbird and obnoxious propaganda. This is not the right way to teach tolerance for a better coexistence. No room for groom. An outspoken pedophile fixed it. And now I really want nothing more to do with Disney peddling truant agendas. Truant agendas. You know something crazy? Walt Disney, I don't know what Walt Disney would have done if he was in this situation, you know? Walter, I don't know what if he would have done. You know, I watched a lot of documentaries about Walt Disney since like late 2019, and I love watching documentaries about Walt Disney because this is a man who wants to, well, wanted to work and make his own company. He did that. Same like me. I want to make my own company, my own animation company, and Walt Disney. Well, when I mean Walt Disney now, I'm talking. Okay, I'll just say Walter. I will say Walter instead, because you might get the names. You might think I'm talking about the company. Okay, Walter, basically, uh, he had a big vision. He worked very, very hard to get to where he was. You know, he worked very, very hard. Uh, there were times where he was completely broke. There were times where, uh, you know, uh, people backstabbed him. There were times where he felt so betrayed from workers. I don't know what he would have done if he was in the situation. I don't know what he would have done, but I know for a fact he might not be woke. I don't think he would have been a woke person by any means necessary, but honestly, uh, I love DeSantis calling out for being CCP hypocrites. Yeah, DeSantis called them out. DeSantis called the news CEO Bob Chapek out. He called him out. He called him out on a video. Wow, the amount of balls DeSantis has. I remember years ago, back in 2019, it was such a big thing because people were talking about how weak DeSantis was. Now look at him. Look at DeSantis. The dude can stand up for others as well. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This dude is amazing, honestly. Like, he was a very weak, wimpy person. Now look at him, Look at him. He had a big glow up, that's for sure. Uh, it's kind of crazy because Disney can make some really diverse cartoons. I watched Encanto the other day. It was so good. It was so good. It was so good. Okay? There was no lecturing or belittling anyone. It was so good. So Disney can make good stuff, but the problem is they don't want to do that. Obviously, they don't want to do stuff like that. Uh, obviously, it seems they only care about pleasing the mob, and the mob right now is this woke audience. That's it. That's it. Anyways, I'm just saying. Look, Disney should not go into any political side, left or right. You're here to entertain. You're not here to dance around for both sides. If you want investors, be apolitical. Plenty of investors will come towards you, okay? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Uh, my head's starting to pain. Not a migraine, just a pain on the forehead. I really hope it gets better because I don't want to go doctors. I don't want to go to the doctors because you know why? Number one, the journey to the doctors will be a painful wait. I hate waiting for stuff. Maybe it's because I'm impatient, but yes, I am impatient. Everything feels so awkward when you're waiting for something. Everything feels so sad and annoying. And then once you go to the doctors, they might ask you questions like, did you take the vaccine? They will ask you stuff like that. I don't want to be lectured, please. I don't want to be lectured. Look, I don't want to take it. I don't want to take it. I'm sorry, I don't want to take it. I can't change my own opinions on that. But if I'm allowed to take something like that, that means I'm allowed to transition. People can't say no, you can't transition. Hey, people want me to take that vaccine, I can transition. Okay? So if they want me to take that thing, I can take the other thing instead. Okay? Anyways, my voice is kind of going away. I just want to sit and watch cartoons today. I know I said I was supposed to work, but I have a packet of chips to eat. You know, I barely ate breakfast besides like 6 slices or 7 slices, if not an entire whole pizza. Okay, that is breakfast. Sorry. I guess I'm trying to make myself feel very comfortable with being lazy. I'm sorry. I'm still sick, okay? What else do you want me to do? I don't feel for typing today. I just want to laze around and watch cartoons. I hope that's fine. I really hope that's fine. I promise to get more work done. I don't want to be like this person who keeps saying, "Oh, tomorrow I will do it." No, no, I don't want to be like that. I just don't feel like typing today, you know? I don't feel like typing. I should type. I should type, but I don't know. I don't know. I want to sit on the bed today and just laze around. But anyways, have an amazing day. Hope you all have a fantastic Saturday. I just love weekends.